Breaking news! Briana Willaiams leaves Ato Boldon. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Now go ahead, please. Hit that subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, go in and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button. And finally, leave your thoughts after this sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, when you're ready, yep. Good to go. Well, I am certain that many of you listening will be delighted to hear this one. Well, Briana Willaiams, the young phenom, has left Ato Boldon. You heard me right. Breaking news is Ato Boldon is no longer Briana Willaiams' coach. Now, I must tell you that this decision was an amicable one made between both Briana Willaiams and her coach Ato Boldon. Willaiams will be joining Olympian Michael Frater and Gregory Little at the Titans Track Club, at the Titans International Track Club based in Kingston, Jamaica. Now, to be honest, we were a little surprised by this one. Now, we know that young Briana Willaiams has ended her season and has been on vacation, so we didn't anticipate this change. Willaiams has had a very interesting 2022 season. She ran the fastest she has ever ran a 100 meter and the fastest she have ever ran a 60 meter earlier in the season. She made it through to represent the island at the World Championships in Eugene, Oregon, running the opening leg, I believe, in the heats of the women's 4x100 meters. At the national championships in Jamaica, she posted her fastest 100 meter all time at the finals of the women's 100 meters. Briana Willaiams said regarding making the switch to Titans, she said, "I'm excited about this new chapter and happy to be training in Jamaica," said Willaiams. "I have to thank Coach Ato for how much he has done for me and my career so far. He will always be a father figure to me." Ato Boldon had been training her from the age, I believe, of 14, and she had had so many great accomplishments. Ato Boldon responded regarding her switch. He said, and I quote, "Briana, by her own admission, has grown comfortable over the last season and needs to be more challenged. So with my blessing and encouragement, she'll be joining Michael Frater and Gregory Little's group," Boldon said. "From the beginning, she and I knew I'd have to hand her off to someone who could coach her full time. And as she turns 21 soon, now is the time." So there you have it, breaking news. Briana Willaiams, we are big fans of Briana Willaiams here at Peter Lloyd World. You all know this. One of our most talented youngsters makes the move that many of you kept saying for quite some time that she should. She moves from Ato Boldon. Ato Boldon, that is no longer her coach, and she is now moved to Titans International Track Club based in Kingston, Jamaica. She'll be training here in Jamaica, coached by the likes of Gregory Little and, of course, Olympian Michael Frater. Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. You know, one of the great things about a good coach is knowing when it's time to go. And I think it says a lot that this decision is amicable. It was obvious that, yes, although she has improved her time immensely, I mean, she ran the fastest she's ever ran in her entire career this year, meaning Briana Willaiams. It just wasn't fast enough. And I think that they both came to the realization, based on what we are reading here, that it was time for her to move on to someone else. And it's a mark of a good coach. So we have to say hats off to Ato Boldon. Now, secondarily, I have to admit that for the last year, many of you kept saying she needs to move on to another coach to improve, to get better. And most of you had suggested her moving to MVP. We thought that she had done fairly well under Ato Boldon. The fact of the matter is her PB, or personal best, is a very, very impressive, I believe it is 10.94 at this point. So we still think that she has done a pretty solid job. As we had stated in a previous video, she has had a mixed season. I mean, the fact is 10.94 is very, very impressive for a 20-year-old, but you know, in a country where we have people running 10.667 as if it's nothing, 10.5 for, you know, 10.71, 10.8. I mean, you know, it just wasn't good enough. So I'm happy she made the change, and I concede that I was wrong. You all were right. Clearly, she believes that you were right, and that's why she's decided to make the change. Many of you pointed out exactly what Ato Boldon himself said, which is he's not a full-time coach, he's really a broadcaster. She needed a full-time coach. So I'm going to say it again. We here at Peter Lloyd World, we are grown people, and you know, when we're wrong, we're wrong. We were wrong about this. He saw it as a problem, the fact that he's not a full-time coach, and that's one of the reasons why I respect our listeners so very, very much, kings and queens, because you all are very, very knowledgeable about track and field. So many of you must be very, very happy to hear that she has made the transition. Now, of course, you may not be happy because she has not gone to where you expected her to go to. She has gone to Michael Frater. But remember, the pictures are there earlier in the vlog. Michael Frater has taken Akeem Blake to sub 10, and he made it all the way to the semifinals. Michael Frater and Greg Well and the Titans International Track Club has reawoken, so to speak, Johan Blake, making him run his fastest time since 2012, a time of 9.85. Oh, and of course, I think Akeem's Blake present best is 9.93? I'm guessing at this point. I need to go check the stats. So I think they're a very solid team. They have a fairly good track record. So let's see what happens. Like I said, most of you wanted her to go to MVP, but I'm not sure the Briana Willaiams that we know and love and respect. I don't think Briana Willaiams would work very well with Coach Stephen Francis and his type of training, how he trains. I mean, he can be a kind of rough. You know, I was never certain about that move, but so I concede that we were wrong. You guys were right. Clearly, she thinks you're right too, and that's why she made this remarkable transition. So there you have it. Breaking news: Briana Willaiams leaves coach Ato Boldon and heads and joins Titans International Track Club based in Kingston, Jamaica. Now, that means she'll be here training most of the time. She'll have full-time coaches, and we should expect to see that 10.94 hit that sub 10.9. I am very confident that she will get there. We're big fans of Briana Willaiams here. So this of course is just my 2 cents. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and hit the like button. Remember, you are royals, kings and queens. Bless up.